MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the American League Division Series between the Minnesota Twins and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Well, here's a little comparison of these two teams. Looking at it earlier, to me, the story is all about the pitching. Both squads have some good arms, and the team that gets the best outings are probably going to come out on top.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 New York Yankees.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that could work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
Luis Severino will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Thanks, Matty. Luis Severino, big arm. 97 to 100 miles an hour. Bounce between the rotation and the bullpen. Good hard slider. His changeup's getting better. The true definition of an ace.
Stepping in, Zach Granite. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Minnesota, center fielder, Zach Granite.
First offering on its way. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a cold strike one. In there, and it's 0-2 now. Now a swing and a miss on the slider as the leadoff man is set down on strikes to open up the ball game.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take two strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
So here's Joe Mauer. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. One out, nobody on. Drilled down the line, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Legs churning, he's headed for second. Now Mauer's going to try to leg out 3. Mauer takes the turn at third. He wants it all. Oh, but the feed to the shortstop is off the mark, and he will make it all the way around to score. And cue up the organ music because there was some treacherously bad defense on that play. Here's Miguel Sano. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Here's Brian Dozier now.
Second baseman.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that one just missed outside. So 1-1. Misses, ball 2.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
So a full count now. 2 out, nobody on. Push softly over toward the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they pick up a run on the solo home run as that'll get. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. What's the key for a home victory tonight, D-Roy?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out. So striding in, Gleyber Torres, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch on its way. And the curveball induces a big swing and a miss. Torres is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
The tag, and he is out at second. Stepping up now, Didi Gregorius, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Bounce it to the left side. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. The 1-1 home is taken for strike 2.
Count is 1 and 2.
Skied into straightaway right. Judge is under it. 1 down. Digging in, Eddie Rosario. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's 0 for 5. Changeup, a little bit inside, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a strike to even the count, 1-1.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Lifted in the air to center field. Gordon is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. Striding into the box, Jorge Polanco. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Leading off the inning, Gary Sanchez.
Leading off for the
And they'll need him to get something going here.
Gary Sanchez.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And this is taken outside for ball one. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Hit hard back up the middle. Dozier with a great stop. He gathers the throw. Safe. Almost got him after the great stop, but it's a base hit, and the leadoff man's on to start the inning. At the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
The 0-1 delivery. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Sanchez aboard here at first with nobody out. Boy, he just threw that fastball by him.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
And the changeup is way low that time.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Another full count pitch on its way. Fouled away. Finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. Striding in, Aaron Judge.
Right fielder, Aaron Judge.
From the stretch. Popped him up. Mauer over to his left. 2 down. So coming to the plate, Miguel Andujar. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Castro has it, and that ends the inning. One left for the Yankees. Here's Robbie Grossman as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Robbie Grossman.
First offering on its way. Fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
This is swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third.
Batting ninth, Castro.
So digging in now, Jason Castro. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in dirt.
One out, nobody on. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Zach Granite the next to bat. Now she will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. He was a strikeout victim to open up the ball game. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. Up around the face. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3, but they lead it 1-0. Stepping up to the plate, Tyler Austin, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Tyler Austin.
Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Hit hard to short. And there's one away.
Batting ninth, left fielder, Keon Broxton.
Next for New York, Keon Broxton. First delivery to him on the way. Nope. And a fastball just a bit up. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Change up low, 2-0. Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
And it's fouled away. And another foul ball.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty break.
To the Yankees center fielder. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Finally, up to this point, the entire lineup had been swinging at anything close, and this guy decides to show a little more patience at the dish and is rewarded with a base on balls. That was a good at-bat.
Here's D. Gordon now. first things first, here's a throw over. And a dive, but he's back in. First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting one out could be a challenge.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. On the move is Rosario. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He was cut down at second, attempting to stretch a base hit his first time through. Here's the first pitch to him. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Broxton leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
Two and 1 to count. Throw over to first, and he'll dive back in. A runner on first with 2 away. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. The Yanks leave 1. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the veteran Joe Mauer settles in to start out the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. 2-0.
This is the cat and mouse that I love right here. You take the pitcher deep last time up. Now you're 2-0 again. No way he gets a fastball right here.
Here's a swing, and a bouncing ball hits a Gregorius at short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning. Stepping in, Miguel Sano, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
The 1-0 home. Now that ball's hit well deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Here's Brian Dozier now. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
So 1-1. And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Down go the Twins in order, but they're up 1-0. Here's Didi Gregorius. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Gregorius.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch.
Counts 1-0.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. The 1-0 home. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Throw down to first, 1 away.
Good job of getting him to chase the ball in the dirt right there. Hey, also credit the catcher for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make it look easy sometimes.
Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. And it's 0-2 to Sanchez.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Giancarlo Stanton now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Giancarlo swings, and this ball is hit well into left field. just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. The 1-2. Bouncer to the left side, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. So 2-out success means that Aaron Judge gets to swing it here.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Here's big Aaron Judge. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
Down and in here. 1 ball, no strikes.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
No strike.
Fastball too low, and that's ball 4.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Miguel Andujar.
So stepping in, Miguel Andujar, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And he lays off there. 1-0. Skied into straightaway right. Grossman is there. And that retires the side. Yanks strand a pair. It remains 1-0. For the plate now is the designated hitter, Max Kepler. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Here it comes. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eddie Rosario. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch on its way. Lays off 1-0. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Ball and 2 strikes now.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Well, he's really rolling on the mound right now. All you have to do is look at the last 4 hitters for evidence. All 4 of them have gone down on strikes, as you're seeing here. That's not easy to do, so you know he's got to be pretty dialed in out there.
Into the box, Jorge Polanco. And he'll take a look at ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. That's wide, 2-0. 2 out, nobody on. Two balls and 2 strikes now. Andujar trying to get there, and this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this.
Leading off for the Yankees, first baseman, Tyler Austin.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that one just missed outside. Ball 2 now.
Ball 2.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in his zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off well.
And, they won't let him walk that easily, as that somehow ruled a strike. 3-1 now. And he fouls this one off. Hit the other way out toward right field. Grossman is there, 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Keon Broxton.
Now at the plate, Keon Broxton. He drew a walk his first time up. Here comes the first pitch. Curveball that time, not even close.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Hit hard on the ground to third. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
A nice effort by the third baseman right there to slide and try and knock that down. That ball was hit too good in the perfect spot.
Jordan.
Standing in now, D. Gordon. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. Broxton leads off first with one away. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball two. Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in safely. Broxton makes a break for it. Strike taken to throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Now the 2-1. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. And there are two away now.
Now batting, number 25.
So stepping in, Gleyber Torres, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And a curveball drops in there for strike one. Line drive to center field. Granite is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. One left for the Yankees. They still trail 1-0. Here's Robbie Grossman. He's set to lead us off in the sixth inning.
Right fielder, Robbie Grossman.
First pitch on its way. Drilled to the left side. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, D'Lo, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And the changeup is way low that time. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But a foul ball, 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is strike two, swinging. That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a miss there on 2-2. You know he doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. Full count still. Payoff pitch one more time. Count still full, 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Zach Granite the next to bat. He was a ground out victim last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1.
This is one of those classic bunt situations here, but it's not a given anymore like it used to be, and that's the case even more so in the American League.
Now the 1-0. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Gordon will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1. And the relay throw is right by him at third base. So chalk that one up as an E6, and he really can't believe it out there. The next twin up, Joe Mauer. He's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. Fly ball out to right field. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game. Now batting, Miguel Sano. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Sliders in for a strike. Castro is off at first with 2 away. And he comes back with a pitch that misses here. 1-1 to the Minnesota third baseman. Left side. Endujar fields it cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, 1 Yankee error, and a runner left.
Leading off for the Yankees.
Digging in once again, Didi Gregorius. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Rosario is in his tracks now. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Now batting, catcher.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Gary Sanchez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Swing and a miss got him reaching. Castro gathers, but no chance to recover. Sanchez is on at first after the strike. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Hard on the ground towards short. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock in the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Here's big Aaron Judge. As the first First pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the 1-0 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge him. Major bullet that time. 2 away.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Here's Miguel Andujar now as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to first, and the Yankee threat goes by the board. Here's Brian Dozier now. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. And the 7th inning starts with a fly out here, 1 away. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series as the Twins have made it a 3-0 ball game.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
Stepping in now, Eddie Rosario. Pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Gordon. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Digging in the switch hitter, Jorge Polanco. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Smoke toward third. And there's his first base hit in this one.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Right fielder, Robbie.
Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Not an altogether bad performance here, 6 2/3, but he stands to be the loser unless things can turn around. Chad Green will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th.
57.
Into the box now, Robbie Grossman, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Polanco, the runner at first with 2 gone. Now his sinker falls in there for a called strike. 2-1. Green, a right-hander standing 6'3". He was selected in the 11th round back in the draft of 2013.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Set, and the 2-1 pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. As a look, now the pitch. Line to the right side, but foul. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Another full count offering on its way, and he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
Ready for another shot now, Jason Castro. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field, a base hit. Hack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead, they're grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4, and you know that save situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't hurt you.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
Two down, runners at first and second. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Twins center fielder. Ready with the payoff pitch. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and 2 left. 7th inning stretch time now here in the Bronx. The Twins are in front, 4-0. Here's Tyler Austin now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. down by a bundle. It's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one stayed too low, apparently. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike one.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
The 1-1 home is laid off for ball two. Bouncer up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton, as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe.
Hey, sometimes you have to look at it like it's not how or how many. Pitching very well into this one, into the late innings, and his first pitch strike percentage, less than 50%. He'd like it to be a lot higher than that. He's making it very difficult on himself, but he's still getting outs.
Oh, 2, here it is. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Grossman has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Here's D. Gordon now. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line to the right side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
He's set. Here it comes. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Rosario at the track, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Boy, Hero, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding him to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
First offering on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. And there's ball 1.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen, as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. The 1-2 is fastball that misses.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
2-2. Is laid off up for ball number 3.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at-bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Austin, the runner at third. Gordon at second. Torres at first. 1 gone. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Into the box, Gary Sanchez. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Granite looks up. And as Yankees fans hear on television quite frequently, see ya! So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. His first homer so far in the series, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
Oh, man, when he got the second out, I thought he might come out of this unscathed. But after that towering grand slam, he's about as scathed as you can get. Is that a word? Who cares? It is now.
Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. Won't get a decision in this one, but except for a few mistakes, he pitched pretty well here this evening. Trevor May takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning.
Trevor May. Now batting,
Giancarlo Stanton now.
Giancarlo
As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
You like the modern style of baseball. Here it is. Both starters kept their teams in the game. It's close right now. Now we hand it over to the nasty bullpens. Let's see what matchups are going to take place.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. And it's 1-2.
2 strikes.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And the throw to first ends the inning. But one more look at the big blow in the inning for the Yankees. A grand slam home run. 7 complete here tonight. All even now at 4 apiece. Ricardo Rodriguez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 69, Ricardo Rodriguez.
So here's Joe Mauer.
And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. The 2-0. 3-0 now.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
That one's in there. 3-1. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Here's Miguel Sano, not providing much out of the 3-hole in this one. Hitless in 3 at-bats so far. First offering on its way. Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. The 1-0. Shot towards second. And that is down for extra bases. And with nobody out, we'll see if they want to wave that go-ahead run home. Go-ahead run heading for the plate. Now the relay home. He beats the tag. Safe. And with it, they've taken the lead here in Game 1.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
In now, Brian Dozier, a little bouncer. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he takes this one high. 1-1.
That ball's back.
Sano leads off second with nobody out.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Down the first baseline. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
The left fielder, number 20.
Ready once again, Eddie Rosario. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. In there, 0-1.
Hey, I have no problem with that take right there. Reliever coming in, you haven't seen this guy for a while. Gives yourself a chance to calibrate what he's got.
Trying to keep the deficit right where it is. The pitch. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Here's the 0-2. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the third strike, and that's the third out of the inning. A run for the Twins, and it comes on this RBI double. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's now 5-4 Minnesota. Mitch Garver is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base.
Number 23.
Now in the box, Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
4-1. Now the 1-0 is outside for a ball.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
Now the 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Digging in, Miguel Andujar. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's set and the pitch. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 delivery. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. A runner at first with no outs here. And this one gets away. And not what they were hoping for, as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position. The 1-2. Looked at for ball number 2. Working for the punch out and the offering. On the line, that's a base hit into left field. Judge heads for the plate. And a relay home. The tag, and he's safe. And here in game one, we are all tied.
You know, D'Lo, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Here's Tyler Austin now. And this one gets away. And a very big mistake, as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position.
Yeah, and just one pitch after giving up the base knock, he uncorks a wild one and allows him to go to second. That's like giving a guy a double that he didn't even earn. That'll drive you crazy when you're on the mound.
The 1-0 is in there for strike one. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. 2 balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it. One gone.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Clint Frazier will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. We'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. It's his job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. 2-0 to the Yankees left fielder. And 0 now. Frazier, 23 years old. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And they'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. 3-1. Swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Here's D. Gordon now. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First pitch of the at-bat. A high fastball is in there.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Swing and a liner. So this is pulled in by the shortstop.
The batter, number 25.
Into the box now, Gleyber Torres in a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Andujar on second. Frazier at first. 2 out in the inning. And he lays off for ball 1.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Now a called strike on the outside corner as that zone seems to widen some. It's 1-2. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. But the tying run comes across to score here as this one looks like it'll go to the wire. We're on to the 9th here in game 1, and we are all tied 5-5. Back in the Big Apple as we're set for what remains of this one on MLB Network. Clint Frazier will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field, number 77.
Jay Happ will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half.
Jay Happ.
Standing in, Jorge Polanco. In past meetings with Jay Happ, he's 3 for 9.
Jorge Polanco.
First pitch coming, here it is. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Happ, once a Toronto Blue Jay, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
0-1, here's the pitch. Down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Line toward right center. Gordon is there, and he has it for the first out.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Here's Robbie Grossman. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. A ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Gordon sprinting after it. 2 down. Ready now, Jason Castro. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Grounded to third. Played on the backhand. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. This remains a 5-all ball game. Here's Didi Gregorius looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Lifted the other way to left center. Rosario is there. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting,
Digging in now for the Yankees, Gary Sanchez. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame.
Beautiful part about that home run ball is one swing, it can do a lot of damage. We're tied right now, but you can go back to that previous at-bat when he hit the grand slam and drove in 4 big runs.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. Yanked on the ground down the line. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Yankees, designated hitter,
Giancarlo Stanton now.
Carlos Stanton.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one just missed outside. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do. Actually a quality take.
Fouled off. Dribbled up the line. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Ready with another 2-2. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fouled away. Another full count pitch home. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Granite waits on it. And no problem with that one as we are headed for extra innings. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. This ball game still tied 5-all. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Zach Granite. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Missed with a slider.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Standing in now, Mitch Garver. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Tough slider down low for a strike. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Pitch on the way. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
3-2 pitch. It's a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
First offering on its way. Missed with a breaking ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two balls and no strikes to Miguel Sano. Ball 3.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
A strike, and it's 3-1.
This is where if you're the batter, one pitch, one spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
And right into the shift. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another payoff pitch. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. So nothing happening this time around. So one will win it here as we go to the bottom of inning number 10. And we are all tied 5-5. Taylor Rogers comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning. Here's big Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1. Miguel Andujar waits on deck. And the winning run will reach. It's a leadoff walk to start the home half here in extra innings.
Just a nice piece of hitting right there, especially in extra innings. He didn't try to win the thing by himself or be a hero. He just patiently worked the at-bat until he earned the walk. We'll see if his teammates can pick him up now.
Now to the plate, Miguel Andujar. The winning run is at first base. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. The 1-0. Curveball that time, not even close. Possible winning run aboard here. Nobody out. Up around the face. Tyler Austin waits on deck. The 3-0. 3-0 fastball's in for a strike.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
The 3-1 pitch. Hit high and deep to right center. After it is Granite. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So striding forward now, Tyler Austin has got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Here's the first pitch. And a ball 1-0. Possible winning run on first, one man away. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first. Back in standing. And another snap throw to the bag. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. The 1-1 pitch. To 1-2 now. Possible winning run on first, one man away. Rocket to third. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left. Throw comes in quickly, so the winning run advances to second now with only one away.
I got to be honest, I'm shocked he went back to this pitch again. First one, he was on it and fouled it off. Second one, he did not miss.
Into the box now, Clint Frazier. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. A winning run at second, however, the double play in order here. The 1-0. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Frazier, a native of Georgia. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy.
Hit high and deep out to left field. Ball game! So a three-run blast to straightaway left. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Man, the postseason always seems to deliver big moments, and this was no exception. A walk-off in the final at-bat ends it, and there's bedlam at home plate. Wow!
Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
8-5 tonight. New York jump out to a 1-0 series lead. Jay Happ is credited with the win. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and the entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Our final line score tonight, first for the Victoria